Hi everyone, I'm Eric.
I'm Rich.
And I'm Craig.
And today, for Whose Turn Gaming, we're going to be talking about Splendor. Just going to be kind of giving some thoughts on things it does well and things that it doesn't do so well. So we're just going to be talking about the base game. There are expansions for the game, but we're not going to be talking about that. This is just for the base game, Splendor. So I will start it off and say that one of the really nice things about this game is it's very simple and very good to introduce other people to board gaming. It's a very fun intro to board gaming is what they're kind of called, and I like that term, where you can kind of just sit down with someone who's never played a board game other than Sorry or Monopoly, and just kind of teach them how to play board games. Just kind of the essence of the strategy behind everything.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's one of my biggest pros with this game too, is not only starting out new, but like I said in one of our other videos with the how long is too long, but like this is a great one to start the day with too. Gets you going, you kind of start thinking strategy, but it's not too far in depth. You can play this game a ton. You're not going to get worn out. It's not going to last forever. And the other thing I really love about this game, but then also could get really annoying, is the poker chips are fantastic. Yeah, quick game, but then also like a little bit of strategy with it, so you are doing some thinking, planning ahead.
Not so heavy strategy that it will end up shunning new players away. That's why it's such a great intro game.
But then I think leading into maybe some things that are cons about it is that it isn't one of those games where I'm not going to come over for board game night and be itching to play Splendor.
Yeah.
Maybe when it's new and it's good to play, I'm not going to be like, oh no, I'm not going to play Splendor. But I'm not going to be like, hey Craig, I really need to come over and play Splendor right now. Let's get a night involved around Splendor.
Yeah.
Just isn't going to be that thing because it isn't maybe as in depth as other games.
Well, I think that is both the great thing about the intro games, but also the really bad thing is that you like playing them when you first learn how to play them, but as you play more and learn more and kind of advance, you don't really want to go back to that ever. You'll never turn down playing Splendor. You'll never be all like, I don't want to play that, let's play anything else, please. No. But, well, for us anyway, I shouldn't say it just in general, but you'll never be like you said, we're making a board game night to play Splendor. We will make a board game night to play Scythe or Everdale or whatever, but Splendor's just going to be the appetizer to start or finish the night, where it's just kind of a cool down game for us. But it's very, very good, I think, for kids. I know it's not geared towards kids, but it teaches them, I want to say even young teenagers, older, 8, 9, 10, once they kind of understand the concept of rules for a board game, it's very, very good for them to kind of get that intro to board gaming, so it's a very good one for that. So you might be playing a lot more if you have kids. I do, he does, but they're obviously not old enough yet to be playing board games.
You should probably try and eat the poker chips.
It's true.
Rip the cards.
It's true. So, but when they get old enough, that's definitely going to be, this is probably going to be one of the first ones I teach my daughter.
Yeah, for sure.
Only thing bad you can really think of is that there's not a whole lot going on. It's simply just grabbing chips to take your turn, or on your turn you can spend those chips to get a card.
And there's maybe some cards that are too, I don't know, convoluted. They'll require, too many chips to play. They're 4 different chips to play, and they're 3 to 4 chips a piece. And it's okay, I don't really but then the other ones are that's tons of.
That's where it's you can't really say that's a pro or a con, because that's part of the game. But it's also once you start getting a little bit of an engine, well, that's the whole point, is that you get an engine built to help buy those cards. So that's literally how the game is played. So yeah, overall, I would give this game probably an 8. I guess maybe a 7.88-ish around there. It's a very solid game, does everything in it very well. Intro game, so it's not overly complex, which I like the overly complex games. I'm a big fan of that, just because we don't get to play them as much. But it's a very solid game that will always be something that you'll play whenever you get together with friends. So
yeah, I think once again, we're on almost the same mindset. I would give this one a solid 8. It's just a fun, good starter game, which not much bad to say about it. The only thing that would leave it off of getting, up towards a 9 or 10 in my book is just that it's not as in-depth as you'd like a game to be. But
Mm-hmm.
it checks off all the other boxes that you could like in a board game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would probably give it a 7, I'd say. Just simply because I personally like games that are a little heavier, and since this one's a little simple, I would probably rate it just slightly below what they're rating it as. But like Eric was saying before, it's definitely a game that I wouldn't like decline playing. It's definitely one game that I do enjoy playing when it comes to the table.
Yeah, so that's our review of the game, and let us know in the comments down below what you think of the game. Do you enjoy it? Was it one of your first ones? I know I've actually used this one, I think, to teach 3 or 4 people how to play board games, and it's kind of broadened their horizons, so to speak. So, has that happened to you? Was that how you kind of got into them? If you like the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to subscribe, go right ahead and follow us on our board game journey. Otherwise, that's about all we got. So, thank you very much for watching. I'm Eric.
That was Rich.
And Craig.
And whose turn?